I suppose that is true. All right. So, we're playing Dungeon Crawl Classics, The Croaking Fane, level 3 adventure by Michael Curtis. And we got here after an inn burned down on the edge of the swamps of Punjar, and all of the merchants that were staying there were kidnapped by lizard men and dragged off through the swamps. And you, with the help of, oh God, I just threw away his name.
Oh no.
With the help of Cleetus, that's right, navigated the swamps and found the Croaking Fane. The Croaking Fane, which is standing before you on an outcropping of mottled gray rock that protrudes from a muddy ground like a wart, rising 50 feet high and measuring 150 feet wide by 200 feet deep. The outcrop has obviously been molded by mortal hands into the shape of a titanic, squatting toad of crude appearance. Lacking windows, the only means of entrance appears to be a pair of 10-foot-tall, 8-foot-wide stone valves into the stone's breast, and flanked by its broad front forelegs. A path of hexagonal-shaped stone tiles leads from the swamp's water's edge, ending at the doors. Close inspection of the tiles reveals each bears a small carving of a fly, worn near unrecognizable by the tread of generations of sandaled feet. Upon reaching the doors, the party notices that each is decorated with a bas-relief carving of a toad that seems to watch them with renewed interest. On the lintel, let's see, someone is chatting. Oh, someone rolled. Okay. Above the portals is inscribed the words, Abode of the Toad. So lame. In the common tongue.
It's even better.
The doors are unlocked and swing open with a push. Their rusty hinges creak loudly, sounding almost like the croaking of a great prehistoric Batrachian toad. The interior of the fane is fashioned from hewn stone that has been smoothed flat. Ceilings on the upper level are typically 15 feet, with the exception being the main nave's 40-foot-tall cathedral-like roof. The interior is unlit, and the south-facing doors allow only a modicum of sunlight into the fane if left open. Let's go. In this adventure today, we have, let's just go from a round that I have. Dave, who are you playing?
Playing Yoshimi, who's currently at a winning 5 personality. So she's trying to win some of those points back. So she has a low personality, but she's going to be try to be more outgoing today. So look out for that.
Great.
And then we have Oscar, who is, as usual, begrudgingly in service of a lord he was forced to perform fealty to. Yeah.
Servant of Justicia, Oscar the
He
warrior.
has giant armor, and he's just hiding inside that armor like a turtle. And he's a sad turtle.
And Oscar is a warrior, and Yoshimi is an elf, correct?
And Yoshimi is an elf. Oscar is a quote-unquote warrior. Yes.
All right. Dustin, who are you playing?
Hey, so I am playing Dayton. He's a thief, a jewelry thief, human cutthroat, overall badass. And then also playing Brother Caden, who is a cleric of Justicia. Pretty lawful, but, kind of druid, nature-based magic. Yeah.
Great. Brian, who are you playing?
Yeah, so I am playing Jude, who is a member of the fraternal company, the Black Swan. He's a pretty straightforward, stalwart dude, very loyal to his friends, but also a sworn enemy of Beastmen, and he's serving as Justicia. And his friend, Lysander as well, is an angel who's granted him as a boon. So they travel together, and those are my two characters.
Great. Both warriors, I believe.
Correct.
Great. Brandon, who do you have?
Right. So I have Skis McCready, merchant turned thief. He figured out that reducing his cost of goods sold is very easy if you just steal the things that you sell. And Kronk Bronzebeard, a dwarven dissident who is just out to spill blood in the blood god's name.
Excellent. So the doors to the Croaking Fane are open. From here, in the dim light that you have from the doors, you can see a vestibule. Peeling frescoes, victims of the swamp's damp, cover the eastern and southern walls. To the north, beyond the vestibule, the temple stretches off into the gloom. The air here is moist, stinking of mildew, and the ghosts of strange, pungent incense. The sound of trickling water is faintly heard. What do you do?
Can we investigate those tubes on the side and see if we can figure out what those are for?
Sure.
Hang on, he just threw up. I'll get right back. I'm sorry. I know. I just asked the question.
It happens.
Yeah, tubes on the side for sure.
Yeah. Investigate the vestibule.
The tubes on the side, the only clue I have as to what they are the doors themselves, the stone valves.
Is there a way to climb down there?
Is there a way to what?
To like access them?
The door has been opened. So the door is open and you can see into the vestibule.
Can we walk in there?
Sure. Is there anything you want to do before you walk in, Dustin? It sounded like you had something.
Oh.
Yeah, I just want to check, what is the surrounding areas? Is it this, like, grassy dirt area? Swampish?
Yeah, here, let me just show the picture again real quick of the Croaking Fane. And show it for our future viewing audience. So yeah, it's kind of just a swamp that has this statue, temple, toad creature.
Sorry about that. Small portal for a small creature. Is that what I heard?
No, the tubes. The tubes, as far as I know, are just the doors. I don't know why we're calling them valves, but that is what they are. Dustin asked what was around, and I said, "You're in a swamp."
You're in a swamp.
Do I? Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, no, go ahead. I need to pull up my inventory list anyway.
So I'm assuming we'd have maybe some sort of container or a leather pouch.
Sure.
I would like to put some of the swamp mud into the container pouch.
Sure.
And I would like, is there, I don't know, probably a 4-foot vine, like a stronger vine that I could almost maybe fashion into maybe a rope and just have like a 4-foot rope?
I have 50 feet of rope if you would like that instead, or you want your vine rope?
I'm just making sure we grab resources that we might need out here before we head in.
Okay, I have 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, let's just
just mud then.
Okay, I was gonna say if you want to look for a vine, I was just gonna ask for a luck roll, but if you are fine with rope, you have rope.
I as much as I like blood for the blood god, I don't want to see you Indiana Jones with a handmade rope and have it break while you're swinging over a chasm.
So with that, you guys are gonna step in, and remember, this is very dark, other than kind of this light that you can see coming from the door in. So no more than 40 feet of actual being able to see what's going on.
What kind of music would you suggest for ambiance in here?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe, okay.
No, I don't know. Something strange and mysterious in the gloom.
Oh, strange and mysterious. It's a very big difference.
Foreboding, even. Yes.
I would like to do a spell. We're gonna try Holy Sanctuary because what it looks like is light. So I'm creating Holy Sanctuary to do a light source.
Roll it up.
Rolled a 7. So it just goes into one of my fails, brings one of my fails up, but not one of my bad ones.
Okay. So you fail to cast this Holy Sanctuary light. What about the rest of you? Torches? What's your plan?
Is there any reason? So is there? I don't know if I need to do a perception check, but is there any reason to believe that we're being followed or observed?
No. I think it's kind of having just been in Tennessee, like lots of cicadas and lots of like insect sounds that would be make it hard for you to perceive anyone following you. But you saw no evidence of being followed on the way. So I guess if anything, Cleetus is probably still there with the boat.
And the rest of our party members that did not venture in.
Right. Yes. The other 4 party members that I didn't let you bring in.
Okay. And then second question, can I check for traps?
Sure.
I would also like to assist him in checking for traps.
So Yoshimi would like to
an intelligence check.
Does a thief
Also,
get?
I say that
What's that, Brian?
Jude likes his flaming mace.
Oh,
Like-
very cool.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yes, and as far as traps, no, there are no traps here.
Wait. Go ahead. Sorry. We do your intelligence check. Sorry.
What did you get?
I got a 3.
Oh, you're very concerned that there's traps everywhere.
Thieves do have an ability called find and disable traps.
Yep, they sure do.
I would also like to look for traps at behest of my friend here, who is convinced that there are traps in this hallway.
Dude, there's so many traps here, guys. There's so many traps.
Yeah, go ahead, roll it up. Tell me what you get.
I'm just looking up real quick in the rules to see if I see how to do that.
It's again an intelligence check, and you're.
Find traps. I am chaotic. I get a +3.
Great.
Intelligence. My apologies. I'll roll it in DCC. So it's a D20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus intelligence, which is 1 + 3, so +4.
Nice.
Roll D20 +4.
Let's announce what we get.
10 total.
Yes. Yoshimi or Oscar was like, "There's traps everywhere. This is clearly we shouldn't go in." And Skis is your thief. Yes,
correct.
Skis is like, "There's no traps here. Just hexagonal stones that lead into the room, and bas reliefs depicting toads, and nothing here appears to be trapped."
May Skis resume his position in the backwards part of the party, and then I'm actually gonna do a sneak or a hide check.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
I would like for him to not be the first person to get wasted. Oh my god, I'm sorry, bud. I'm coming. Give me 1 second. So that's a +7 for being a thief, and my dexterity is a 3, so that's a +10. Roll d20 +10. 25.
Yeah, everyone's like, where did Skis go? No, you're definitely
She's John
hidden
Cena.
at the back
You
of the party.
cannot see him at all.
Okay. I'm going to go put him in his sling, so I'm going to just mute myself for a minute.
Okay. All right. So you're all still outside. There are no traps. You can see Jude has lit his flaming mace. Yes, you're feeling fairly confident you can go in at any time.
Okay, great. Let's go ahead.
Great. Well, you guys should have.
All right, Oscar will
control
go first, as usual, because he's a tank. So
Great.
Oscar will go first, and then I don't know if anybody else wants their characters to go first, but otherwise Yoshimi is trying to win some points, so she's going to volunteer to be near the front.
Sure. Yeah, move your little tokens in there.
Okay, so Oscar's going to go up like this far, I guess.
Okay.
And then Yoshimi will kind of like slink behind.
Okay. So in here in the vestibule, you see peeling frescoes that are victims of the swamp's damp, covering the eastern, western, and southern walls. The temple stretches in the gloom.
All right, this is a pretty big vestibule.
It is. Each of the squares that are on the map are 10 feet.
Yeah, so that's like 120 feet across.
Yeah, it's big.
Maybe more? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, more than that. Like 160 feet. Maybe. Okay. I guess. 85.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I don't really want to walk just right down Broadway here, so I guess I'll go like over here to around this corner. So I'll peek around this corner.
Sure. Do you have like a torch or something, I assume?
No, I'm being backlit, I guess, by Jude.
Okay. Jude is the sole source of light for the party.
Dustin lit I know he failed his light source.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see if I can. Maybe Yoshimi has a light source thing. She's got some natural magic stuff, but I don't think so. No. What do I got?
Try one more light source with blessing object on my staff.
Sure. I also assume you all have torches and stuff with you. It seems like.
Yeah, I thought we had some torches, but we didn't light them yet.
All right, we're rolling physical dice because so far that was much better. 14 plus 5, so that's a 19. So let me see what happens.
Yeah. What does it do?
The cleric can create holy water or bless a small amulet. The amulet is considered holy and magical for the duration of the spell, which is 1 day. The amulet grants its wearer a +1 bonus to saving throws as long as it is used in the service of the cleric's deity. So I'm going to assume that the amulet I was doing on the staff, so I created like a light source, so it will give me a +1 to saving throws as long as I'm holding the staff. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, sure. The manifestation is the target glows, right? There you go. Totally fine with that. All right. Target glows, we're going to say it gives you about 20 feet of 10 feet of bright light, another like 20, 30 feet of dim light. So you guys are all sticking to the wall. Okay, that's fine. So you do find there's a corner you can see. You can see just past the vestibule, the interior of the temple widens into a transept, crossing the main space of the fane. Semi-transepts, small open areas attached to the temple's central space, extend to the east and west. In the middle of the transept is a trickling fountain. From the basin of scummy water rises a carving of a toad seated atop a rock. Water issues from the amphibian's mouth. The flagstones around the fountain are slimy and discolored by algae. The temple continues past the transept. What do you do?
Yeah, I guess.
That's suspicious.
Let's keep kind of, clinging towards the wall.
Sure.
They're most likely going to put traps in the center.
Sure. Yeah, just keep moving your characters as you wish. I'm just going to go ahead and move Brian's characters up here. Yep, so you can kind of see that on your left, there is a semi-transept And then, in the center, you can see the statue. And as you go a little further, that you probably can see there, you can see that there are, in the center, temple continues past the transept, and a number of benches or pews can be seen. All right. So over here in 1-3.
Yeah.
Real quick. Southwest semi-transept. The frescoes from the vestibule continue along the walls of this space. The toads in the paintings are joined by a ferocious-looking human male with matted hair and dressed in crude furs. He bears a grisly totemic rod adorned with a malformed skull that bears the traits of both man and amphibian. Near the western wall is a stone sarcophagus bearing the life-size effigy of a human figure resting atop its lid. The sides of the coffin are decorated with bas-relief carvings of toads of alternating sizes.
What's with the toads?
Temple of Toads, man. Toad Temple.
Yeah. Why?
Guys, I'm getting real skeezy vibes from this. I think we should just burn the whole thing to the ground and move on.
Well, it is made of stone, so I don't know how well that would work. But can I
Out
do
this
a
fire.
Yeah, it's wet
personality-
stone too. It's swampy stone. It's not
Can
gonna
I do a
burn at all.
personality check as like a religion check on it to see if I maybe have heard some lore as like being a cleric and whatnot?
Sure. Brian, you were going to say something?
Oh yeah, I was just commenting that it's stone and water, so I'm in fire with you real quick.
Gotcha. What did you get on that religion check there, Dustin?
That would have been a crit failure of 1. So plus 2 is a 3. But I have never heard of frogs in my life.
You're like, guys, why are there so many frogs? And someone's like, I think they're toads. Don't know the difference.
Like that's basically a snake, right? Like we're just talking about a snake. Like I've seen a snake before.
Let's see how much Yoshimi knows about toads or worshipping them from her elven background.
Sure. Roll something. Intelligence.
Okay. So you're like, yeah, roll whatever you want, dude. Get wrecked. Where do all my character sheets go?
I should have this open. So now.
Oh, I rolled a D200 back, so I can only roll a D20 actually. Yeah, we're rolling awesome. I got it too.
You're at least familiar with toads, I think, just as an elf, but you don't know anything about this strange toad religion. But you do see again along the walls are paintings of toads and ferocious-looking human male bearing a totemic rod with a malformed skull. There's also a stone sarcophagus bearing the life-size effigy of a human figure.
Do we want to open the sarcophagus?
Wait, you want to open up the sarcophagus?
That's right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do? Is open it?
No, Judas saying no. So
I also
Judas sounds
shaking
about
my
something.
head.
Oscar's obviously not going to do it. So
Let me just describe the effigy atop the sarcophagus real quick. The effigy atop the sarcophagus is a human male depicted in plate armor, decorated with intricately carved toad images. An open-face helm, crafted into the visage of a toad, covers the effigy's head. The stone face within the helm is identical to that of the man in the frescoes.
So he did.
yeah, it sounds like his armor is probably pretty sweet though. Especially, it sounds like the kind of guy who might have been buried in his super sweet armor.
It does seem like that, but I feel like it would be disrespectful. This seems like it's a temple, some sort of religious site. So
This guy
Yeah.
looks like a warlord or something, though, right?
It just means that they manipulated the lower class, stole all of their assets, and used that to build himself a sweet set of armor. He's just giving back to the community. I feel like we would be doing a disservice to let all the sacrifice by all those little people go to waste by just having his super sweet armor rotting in a tomb.
Let me let me just read something to you guys real quick about Dungeon Crawl Classics. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. You're no hero. You're an adventurer, a reaver, a cut purse, a heathen slayer.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Warlock guarding long dead secrets. You seek gold and glory, winning it with swords and spell, caked in the blood and filth of the weak, the dark, the demons, and the vanquished. There are treasures to be won deep underneath. You shall have them. Yeah.
I feel like there's a dark god tempting you right now, Dustin. The dark god calls out to you and says, "Power can be yours. Just take it."
There's definitely logic to what he's saying. So I mean, if you want to, I think that it's a bad idea. So I'm just gonna step away.
Yeah, and I mean, Jude is par for the course. He's like, if you want to make bad choices, I'll back you up. Like, I don't think it's a good idea either. So you do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, so like I said, Oscar basically takes orders from Jude. And Yoshimi's trying to win friends, so she's not trying to do anything that's going to upset anybody else. So,
sure. So you're going to try to lift it?
Who?
Oscar? He's going to try to.
No. I said Oscar's not doing it because Jude doesn't want to do it.
Oh. Okay. Kronk will bust out a crowbar. I think that's something that I have. Kronk will bust out a. Oh my goodness! He's gonna bust out that 10-foot pole and use it for leverage to try and pry the sarcophagus lid off.
I like it.
Yeah, that pole is coming in super handy.
Use a D24 to roll a strength check.
A strength check from Kronk, which is 0, because apparently Kronk is not strong.
With a D24.
With the D24. So it'll be a D24 plus 0.
Yes.
Hey! That is a 20 on the dice.
Very nice. You, yes. It's supposed to slide, but we're going to say it creaks open. So it opens up, and on the other side of the lid, underside of the lid, carved with great care in scrolling letters, is the phrase, "Yea, shall I dwell in the bowels of the great winged toad, and I shall be happy."
In the bowels, huh? Like you were assumed?
Yes.
Freak. What's in the sarcophagus?
Yeah. Inside the sarcophagus are a half score, so 10, of dead toads, the size of large dogs. Each toad is wrapped in tattered silk bandages and very desiccated.
But no man.
No man.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just to emphasize that this may be important, which maybe I shouldn't do. Let's put this in the chat.
Shall dwell in the bowels. I will be happy. Okay.
So,
well, Kronk doesn't have any use for frog jerky, so he's gonna come back over here.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Inside, there is some mummified toads. There is a prayer or phrase carved into the lid. And otherwise, that is all that you have found in this sarcophagus.
Are there any images of this winged toad around?
Not that you have seen thus far. Although,
I'm trying to think if its wings are more like angel wings or like bat wings or like a flying squirrel kind of.
Or dragon wings.
The dragon wings, totally could be. Yeah.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna call that an inspection of the frescoes.
Yeah.
Inspecting the frescoes reveals that there are toads hidden in the hair of the savage human, and other amphibian faces appear from the folds of his primitive clothing. One even stares from an eye socket of the skull-headed rod. Like their counterparts in the vestibule, the frescoes are mildewed and flaking from exposure to the damp air.
Okay, still no wings though.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down in my notes to keep asking.
We could go check out the fountain.
The fountain seems potentially dangerous. When I sort of got near it, Will measured. So.
Oh, I was just measuring to see how far the source was. Yeah.
Sure.
Just turn off by letting people see my measurements, I guess.
You're telling, yeah, it's a tell.
Can we, looking about this chamber, does it seem like an antechamber to some sort of great room beyond, or what's the purpose of this chamber?
This is just kind of like a chapel. So, found the sarcophagus full of desiccated frog mummies. There was some discussion about going to investigate this fountain. And then also, I just point out to the north. There we go. There are some pews headed towards the front of the temple. So, what are you going to do?
Can we explore the right-hand side of this room and see what's under the mysterious fog of war?
Sure. So you guys make your way that way, going past the temple, or you guys want to move your guys?
I'm gonna go behind the fountain. I don't want to make direct eye contact with it.
Okay. Go around the fountain.
All the way around the fountain. I did not want to go anywhere near.
Let me just give me a few seconds. Okay, so you walk by the fountain. Just gonna reread the thing about the fountain. A trickling fountain from a basin of scummy water rises a carving of a toad seated atop a rock. Water issues from the amphibian's mouth. The flagstones around the fountain are slimy and discolored by algae, but you make your way over to the southeast semi-transept. The far end of this semi-transept bears an iron framework holding wooden shelves set one above the other in staggered procession. Each shelf is covered with stubby, unlit candles and melted wax. There are more frescoes painted upon the walls here, depicting tadpoles spawning, maturing, and then departing their murky pools. What do you do?
So the candles are in various states of depletion as they have burned them as what I can only assume to be as some sort of offering.
Yeah, the candles, some are unburned, but many are mere stubs. All are made from a grayish-green wax and are somewhat dusty, as if they have not been used in several weeks.
Several weeks. When was the last time they were used? Yeah. Okay.
They have some dust on them.
I'm gonna collect maybe 3 or 4 of the unused ones and stuff them in my bag.
Sure. So you can grab 3 or 4 of these candles that are made of a grayish green wax and are somewhat dusty.
Grayish green frog wax candle.
There you go.
Got it. Okay.
Can we grab a handful of these candles, the unburned ones? Can you grab a handful?
Sure. Let's just roll to see how many there are. Yeah, there's 5 left.
All right, we'll grab 5.
Okay. So you collectively now have 9 of these candles, unburned, grayish green wax candles that are somewhat dusty.
Cool.
What is the floor?
Sorry, go ahead.
What does the floor of this temple look like?
That is a great question. Paintings.
Will really went all out with the ambiance for this underground water cavern.
Right.
He let his sink in his kitchen just overflow onto the floor. So realistic.
It just has one side of the sink overflowing into the other, like
Right,
infinity pool.
Yeah, I think that it's just hewn stone floors that have been smooth flat. There's nothing that I'm seeing anywhere that suggests that there's anything different about them on the floor. So flagstones.
All right. Who wants to inspect the fountain? Yoshimi will inspect the fountain.
Are there broken bits of flagstone that we're able to maybe just kind of smaller pebbles? Or
No.
I was going to throw something in too. That's a good idea.
No. They're covered in algae, but they're in otherwise okay condition.
Can I peer into the water and see if anybody's been making offerings by throwing things into the fountain?
Sure. Let me tell you. You notice that at the basin of the fountain, the scum covering the water ripples as something stirs beneath the surface.
Ew.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess. Is it a toad?
Mm-hmm. But also, yeah, let's roll an intelligence check as your. Well, I guess either roll an intelligence check or tell me what you're looking for.
I'm looking for like coins or fucking rocks or like I don't know, bones, whatever people are throwing at the bottom of a fountain, like when you throw like coins in a fountain for good luck or something. That's
I see. Yes, so you cannot see beneath the scum that covers the water in the fountain.
Can I poke it with the 10-foot pole?
Yes.
Great. I would like to stir it up a little bit with the 10-foot pole.
Sure.
See what happens.
When you stir it up with the pole, you can feel dozens, maybe hundreds of squirming creatures moving around the pole. And inside, you can see dozens, hundreds, possibly thousands of tadpoles swimming around in the water.
Sure. Okay. Just everything is just frogs all the way down.
Yes.
Toads all the way down. Sorry.
Toads
okay.
all the way down.
Gross / weird / okay. All right.
Kill it with fire?
The curiosity is satisfied. The pole is now gross. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's covered in slime and algae.
It's disgusting.
I would like to. So, point of order, I just want to check. So, my cleric, I have it on here that the staff is listed as the staff of Justitia. Is it a staff of Justitia?
Yeah.
Like, would it be like a holy relic, so to speak, or like almost like a cross that like priests would wear and stuff like that? Is it a symbol of my god?
I believe there is all sorts of stuff going on with their staff. But
Didn't you get it from Justicia when we met her or met Luxalia?
I think so. That's. I think that's why I had it written down. The only reason that I ask is when I do the blessing. If I am using like my like staff, I would get a +1 with the blessings that I'm doing on there. I do have it here that it is my holy symbol of Justicia as part of my equipment. So yes, it is. Okay, but I don't have anything else special on the staff. Just that it is a staff. Now that is done, I would like to try blessing object on the fountain, and I would like to change the water to holy water to see if these creatures are kind of evilly aligned, or if they would be affected, if they're undead or something like that might harm us, they would buy holy water.
Those are the Swiss frogs, right? The holy frogs.
Yeah, roll it up. See what happens.
Dope. Okay, so that is a 9 on the dice plus 6, so that's a 14.
Sure. What does that 14 give you? Yeah, that is not going to be high enough to bless the entire pool.
Yeah, I think I needed an 18 or a 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So doesn't work, but doesn't mean you lose any or gain any whatever. So yeah, tons of tadpoles swarming around in there.
So one other thing, being that we are in a temple, does that increase? Is it a lawful temple?
No, it is certainly not a lawful temple.
Okay. So I guess that answers that question as well, as it being not a lawful temple. Yeah. I don't feel comfortable here.
No, you feel very uncomfortable.
I will relay that this is an unlawful temple. Dark magics works here. If we had oil and fire, I would set this. Water aflame.
All right.
Yeah. So Jude, seeing the squirming mass in the pool, dips his flaming mace in the water, and since it's hellfire, it would in theory start to boil the water because he wants to kill those things that are in there. Because he's like disgusting.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I like that. I will say that after a few minutes, the water begins to boil and the tadpoles begin swimming vigorously and furiously. Then after a few more minutes, they all just kind of float to the top, dead. And it's just like, now it's like a layer of scum and a layer of tadpoles floating on the surface.
Blood for the blood god.
Yeah.
So
what are you going to do with that now?
Grind it into a slurry and maybe feed it to some people
Brian,
back
also
down, I guess.
Give yourself a luck point there. That's a good idea. I like it. All right. So now you have a toad fountain full of dead tadpoles. Tadpoles. That's a really hard word for me to say for some reason. And beyond, you have some pews heading deeper into the thing.
Since you boiled it and everything in there is now sterile, would you call it a dead pool?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm here all night.
All right. So, looking forward, this is area 1-5. The nave. 2 rows of 20-foot long, rough-hewn and mildered pews, numbering 16 in all, run north down the nave of the temple. They are separated by a 10-foot wide center aisle and 10-foot wide aisles along the walls. The walls here bear yet more appealing frescoes. Set up on the east and west walls are 8 3-foot-tall niches, 4 on each wall. These suppressions each hold a statue in the shape of a squatting, winged toad that stares balefully down at you. In addition, you do see that there's a door on the west wall that is bound with iron. So, what do you do?
Can you tell me more about this winged toad?
Sure. What would you like to know about them?
What kind of wings does it have?
Yes, they are. I would call them fairly demonic wings. Like maybe they have kind of like bat wings, maybe with like
that's
a
bad.
horn coming out the top. Yeah.
So swampy, lizardy wings.
Yeah.
Not like divine nice wings. Okay,
right.
That's bad.
Correct.
Is there anything else about the image of the toad that's noteworthy? The toad god?
Yeah. Let's see. The wall frescoes are identical images repeated on both sides of the nave. Each depicts a band of some human-looking men dressed in crude furs locked in combat. One side is led by the same figure depicted in effigy in Area 1-3. Each faction of the warring band bears frog-like totems, but one side are depicted as exceptionally poor in manufacture, suggesting a bias on the part of the fresco's painter.
So it's two frog armies versus each other. One's poor and one's rich.
Yes.
The one is good at craftsmanship, the other one's bad.
Exactly.
And we just murdered the poor frog army that was going to come help us later.
Possibly. Actually, I'll tell you what those are flesh-eating tadpoles that you killed. If you stuck your hand in there, you could have lost some limbs.
Yeah. Good job, Brian. Good job.
So yeah, what else is there to tell you? That's kind of it. The pews are in fair condition. And you can't really see deeper into the temple, but you can kind of tell that there's more rows of pews going forward. And yes, there's these toad statues in the wall.
Okay.
What do you do?
Can I check for secret doors behind these statues?
Sure. I'll do you one better. As you get closer to the winged statues, you notice that they move and seem unhappy that you're there, and they stretch their wings and dust creaks from them. And
fucking toad
we're going to
garbage.
go ahead and roll for initiative.
I should have seen that coming. They had gargoyle fucking wings. Damn it.
Are we doing per character initiative?
Yeah, I was thinking let's do per player initiative. It'll just be easier. Ooh. Okay. Brian, what did you get?
Oh,
What did you get, Brian? Sorry.
A 1.
Oh no. Dave.
19.
19. Dustin.
17.
17. Very nice. Brandon. Oh. Brandon is missing.
He rolled a 12.
A 12. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I rolled a natural 20 for the toad goyles. So these creatures fly down and all right, let's do some rolls. So Yoshimi, one of them is going to fly down and try to bite you. Does a 9 hit?
No.
All right, Dayton, another one's going to fly down and try to bite you. Does an 8 hit? No, it does not. All right, these other guys are going to fly down and attack Oscar. I'm assuming a 5 does not hit Oscar.
Bounces right off.
I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit Oscar.
Bounces off twice as loudly.
Checks out. Well, then these other 4, let's see. One is going to take a shot at Jude. I'm pretty sure. God, I'm rolling terrible. 7 doesn't hit.
So just means you roll
It does not.
next time.
Skis is hidden, so we can't see Skis. One's going to spit at Lysander, a 13. Probably not.
No.
Well, we'll just keep doing that. Another one at Lysander. Ooh, a 17?
That'll probably hit. Let me double check real quick with that. I'm pretty sure. No, sorry. He has a AC 21.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure this other one's not going to hit Jude. That's a 16.
No.
All right, really, really effective toad goyles here. Really, really a huge threat to a level 3 party. Great. Well, then, Dave, you are up.
All right. Oscar has been attacked by 2 of these things. So he's going to whirl around and try to hit one of them with his pole arm.
Great.
So he will pole arm 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Holy shit.
All right. He will take.
What are you rolling for that pole arm?
I rolled a pole arm attack.
Yes.
Melee attack.
What is the damage dice?
Melee?
No. What is the dice that you roll for damage?
Oh, a D. I don't know. It did it automatically. D10.
Roll a D8.
Okay.
Because the slicing end of a pole arm is not going to do a lot of damage to a stone gargoyle.
5.
5. Great. Also, don't forget that as a warrior, you have
my lucky
deed dice.
My deed dice. Okay. Well, Oscar's still getting new to this. I'll do it next time. He's very new.
Cool. And then Yoshi.
Yoshi. Well, I don't think I have anything especially good to attack stone with. Not that there is anything in the world that's good for attacking stone. So I'll just take a shot with the bow.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Will not. 4 to hit.
That will not hit.
All right. Flying gargoyles. Hard to shoot with a bow. All right, that's all I got.
Okay. Dustin.
All right, fantastic. Can you tell me what the HD level of these creatures are?
Can I tell you what that HD is? I'm happy to do that. They are 1d8.
Well, because I have it here as 1 or 2 HD.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the C.
Yeah, right. They are 1 HD.
So I am going to attempt a turn unholy, since I know that these are bad ones, and that is we're going to do it as the 1 HD.
Sure.
Okay. So I hold my staff up high that is glowing, and I will say, "Turn from your wicked ways," and like slam it on the ground.
Sure.
And that's actually not bad. It's a 14 on the dice plus 6, so that is a dirty 20.
Okay.
That is not bad. And turn 1d6 plus caster level creatures up to 60 feet away. So it's a will save.
Sure.
So I guess Will has to will save.
Yeah.
Had to do it. And that would be, let me look, because I think I actually get it higher because I get to add in my luck. I do.
So you
With
rolled a dirty 20, so 1d6.
So a 21. So
Sure.
Your will save is a 21 because I get to add in my luck with turn undead.
I have a feeling that none of these guys are going to succeed on that, but let me see if I can find 8d20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have 8d20s? I sure don't. All right. Well, we'll do the front 4.
So again, your save DC, so to speak, is a 21.
Yeah. No, none of those guys are going to succeed. Actually, it is impossible for them to succeed because they have a -2 to will, so they're all going to flee 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
This works, Dustin.
Here. Yeah, I'm like, oh wait, we decided I don't like these people.
They are going to flee into the shadows for 3d10 minutes.
Okay. Then I will keep it on the ground, both hands, since it is a concentration, so to speak, since it's 4 minutes. I am holding them at bay, both hands, as I slammed it on the ground. And that is, I am holding my concentration, my will, so to speak, of pushing these creatures back. So that is what I'm doing, and I'm going to tell my party, I can only hold them back for so long. Prepare.
Yes.
That's it.
So yes, they are fleeing. Roll 3d10. That'll tell us how long.
Let me get this D10 out. Un momento. Oh, that's actually a pretty good roll. So 23.
Wow. Yeah. So they are afraid of you for 23 minutes. You have.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled
a
9, a 6, and an 8. So I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, you guys see him slam his staff on the floor, and a holy light emitting from it, and these creatures flee into the darkness. You're out of combat because they are fucking running the fuck away. So what do you do?
Do we want to try and finish them off while they're incapacitated? Just all gang up on one, beat it down. Next one, beat it down. Next one, beat it down.
Well, we can find them, yeah.
I mean, they're not going to stay charmed forever.
No, but where'd they go?
They fled into the shadows.
Yeah, that's what we said. We need to track them into the shadows then.
Correct.
The way I'm going to roleplay this might be a little different, but where I did it at, I don't know if I can move with you guys to bring that radius, because it's taking all my will to push them away. So, but that's just how I would roleplay it.
Okay.
And I would say that they're fleeing from the caster. But if you chase after them and attack them, I'm not sure that they would. Well, I think they would continue to flee from the caster. So if he moves with you.
Should we maybe take this time to get through the doors to see if we can get out of this room since he's keeping those things at bay? I mean, I guess that's the question. Do you want to chase after him and kill him, or just move on? Yeah.
I agree. Maybe move on, and then we can funnel them through the door if they do come back.
Sure. Yeah. And you can tell, right, that there's more. Just make it clear, like there's more temple ahead of you, but there's also this door on the left.
Can I check the door on the left? Is it locked?
The door on the left is open, and when you open, you see that it leads to a spiral stone staircase that winds down.
Fuck. I mean, that's probably where we gotta go, but do we want to clear the first level before we start going down?
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to go.
Because there's probably other doors and other choices, maybe.
Skis is gonna hide in between the pews, doing a dun 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 dun.
Sure. Let me reveal some area.
Well, that looks significant.
All right. So let me describe what you see ahead here. And you can tell that there are other semi-transits to the left and to the right. 1-6. And I'm going to say that you can hear the wing beats of these creatures further ahead. A railing separates the nave of the fane from the apse. The gap situated at the center of the railing allows passage beyond to the altar. On the left-hand side of this opening stands a 2-foot-tall metal toad perched atop a 3-foot-tall high basalt column. The toad's mouth is open, and the glint of treasure can be seen in the darkness within.
If we move up a bit more, can we look down? Can Kronk look down these two side areas here?
I'll say, let me reveal. All right, let me just reveal all this stuff. Let me describe what you see in all three areas. So let's start with 1-6 still. Beyond the railing is the hulking idol depicting a massive toad. A simple stone altar dressed in faded green altar cloth rests before the gigantic toad's form. Before the offering block is a 10-foot diameter circular depression set into the floor for an uncertain purpose. Right. 1-8. Gloom cloaks this section of the temple, and it's difficult to make out details of what lies within. That's all I'm going to give you on that one. And 1-9. The air in this place is danker and colder than in the rest of the temple. The transept ends in a small altar, atop which sits an idol depicting a grotesque frog with razor-sharp teeth and talons. Its mouth is full of the mangled bodies of sentient races. Elves, humans, dwarves, orcs, and even ogres hang askew in its maw, limbs dangling from the giant's teeth. At the monstrosity's feet stand more members of these races, each groveling in supplication or gazing upon its visage in horror. Yet more paling and faded frescoes adorn the walls around the altar. Slumped against the north wall of the semi-transit, at a point 15 feet away from the altar, is a humanoid shape dressed in homespun clothes and a rope belt. Dirty, unkempt hair veils the figure's face. Low, agonized moans emanate from the motionless form. So you can kind of see everything, I think. Or at least some of you can see everything. And so I think Yoshimi, you see that it's just dark over here. Oscar sees the form and the statue on the right. And to the north, Kronk sees the altar, the beginning of the statue, and the frog statue on this thing. I'm just going to say that you all are holding torches, so that makes sense that you can all see. So, what do you do?
Skis is gonna sneak. He's gonna move silently, which I think is different than hide in the shadows.
Yeah,
so
I'm assuming with that 23 roll and that you haven't done anything with him, that he's still just kind of like creeping. So
okay.
I'm not gonna make you reroll or anything.
Okay. Skis is gonna kind of slink along the back wall here, over here, and he's gonna make a perception check, specifically looking for any sorts of hidden doorways. Well, I can't say doorways and traps. We'll say traps first. Let's do traps first. Find trap.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for that trap check.
20, non-nat.
Sure. Let me describe what you see. You see a squat, wide object, perhaps a small altar, and your light struggles against the blackness. So it's really dim in here. Wide, squat object, perhaps a small altar, appears to sit against the far wall, with some manner of font or brazier standing before it. There's no trap explicitly, but you do get kind of a bad feeling from the font / brazier that stands before the altar.
I'd say burn it, but I think that's what they want. I'm just going to sneak back to the rest of the party. Okay. And I will very, very quietly whisper that information to the remainder of the party. Hey, bad juju down there. Don't mess with them.
Oh, I guess I should say that because you're also a thief. In addition to feeling strange, having a bad feeling about it, you also feel that the objects, the basin in particular, is a 4-foot bronze basin the size of a small shield that is likely worth 25-ish gold pieces in materials alone.
If you wanted to touch it.
In case you decided that you were what was it? Let me just go back to the definition of the game. Yeah.
A plunderer. Yeah, something.
A reaver, a cut purse. There's treasures to be won deep underneath, and you shall have them.
Yes.
Just, in case you were a greedy.
My desire to spill blood in the blood god's name and not be the blood spilt in the blood god's name is overwhelming my desire for 25 gold pieces.
Fair enough. All right. Let's go around the circle. Dave, what's your
I don't know.
character?
You said something about potential treasure in the statue.
Sure.
So Yoshimi is going to inspect the statue. How tall is it?
Let me find you. A 2-foot tall metal toad perched atop
Oh.
a 3-foot high basalt column.
So not that tall. Okay, cool. I'll inspect it.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and just roll a basic intelligence check.
Yeah, that hasn't been going good today. 18.
Oh, great, yeah. An examination of the toad, combined with the DC 5 intelligence check, reveals a small keyhole in the back of the toad near the base. And inside the toad's mouth, you see that there's some silver and some platinum discs.
Can I reach in there?
Yeah. Make it.
Can I check for trap?
Oh, it's too late for that, my man. Roll a reflex save.
I just literally was like, can I check for traps?
Can I reach in there? Was said first. So yes, please.
Oh my god, you're the worst.
What's that reflex save?
Ooh, not bad.
19.
Great. Yeah. The mouth snaps shut as you put your hand in. You pull your hand free. You take 2 points of damage. Just lose like maybe the tips of your fingers that are bleeding.
Okay.
And then it opens back up.
Can I stick the 10-foot pole in there?
Yeah. You sit the 10-foot pole in there and it snaps shut and just cuts off the end of the pole. So now you have a 9-foot.
A 9 3/4.
9 3/4.
Okay, I'll update my inventory. Okay, good to know.
Yes. So it's clearly a trap that snaps closed, but there is a keyhole at the back of the toad near the base.
Right. So
I can help with that.
Yeah.
yeah, we could. I'm assuming the key's just around here someplace, or you could just like break it. I guess.
Thief's got a thief, man. Thief's got a thief.
Sure, go for it. My thief died, so yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Try to make a
Pick lock.
disable traps roll.
Oh, or okay.
He's trying to break in.
I was thinking pick lock because if I convince it that the key was in there.
Yeah. The I'm giving away too much probably, but the key is what controls the trap.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so we want a disable trap, not a pick lock. And are you sure about that?
That is what the book is telling me. In fact.
Well, that's unfortunate, but we will make the roll. So disable trap level 2.
Dayton can come up and say, not too bad at disabling traps if we know where that is.
Oh, yeah, I'll point to it. Go for it. I am apparently not nearly as good at finding or as disabling traps as I am at finding them.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So Dayton's gonna pull his things out of his hair.
Yeah.
And go into disable the trap.
Been playing a lot of Fallout recently, and I'm just imagining the bobby pin and a screwdriver.
Yeah. Okay, not bad. 15.
Yeah, you hear a click as if something has moved into place to disable the trap.
Yes.
Stick the pole again.
Yeah, you put the pole in and nothing happens.
Okay.
And inside the mouth of the toad, you find 50 silver pieces, 10 platinum discs that bear the image of the statue in 1/7. What is the statue in 1/7?
It's the
giant
one
toad.
north.
Yep.
Yeah.
They bear the symbol of a giant toad. There are 10 of them in there, and there is maybe a quarter inch of a 10-foot pole, quarter-inch piece of wood in there as well.
Okay.
Snapped cleanly off. Oh, and maybe a couple of elvish fingertips, but.
You hear from kind of the back. Do you guys have a plan? I don't know how much longer I can hold this.
The plan was for you to hold it. That was the plan.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try. I will remain steadfast in my faith and hold this spell for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Awesome.
Kronk and Skis are going to come down here and prep the entryway for breaching.
Okay. Well, that's what's going on in 1-6. How about what is Oscar doing anything over here in 1-9?
Wait, you said this guy was moaning?
Yep, there's a guy moaning.
I'm gonna
Just jerking
kind
it.
of poke him with a stick.
He's like, what was it? The deep voice. He's having sex with a frog.
You okay, buddy? How you doing?
He's gonna open his eyes and he says, "Oh, don't poke me! I feel terrible." And you notice that his flesh is roiling and squirming as bulbous protrusions push upward from beneath his skin.
You're better off dead. You're better off dead.
Yeah, can I kill him?
Sure.
I don't think that's gonna help. I think these things are still alive under there.
Yeah.
I'll ask him if he wants me to kill him. Do you want me to kill you,
get
bro?
information from him before you kill him, maybe.
Yes.
He's got anything to offer.
That could be interpreted a couple different ways, Brian. Like, I intend to find out the information that I need is what's squirming beneath his skin, and I say we find that out by bashing him open, like an overripe watermelon.
Well, you have two options, Dave. Pick one.
I'm like, what happened to you?
Okay, that's probably the better decision. He says, "Underground, a tablet. I grabbed it."
So you're saying I should not grab the tablet underground?
Do not grab the. And suddenly, his body bursts.
Gross.
His body bursts, and blood pours from his eyes and mouth as flesh-eating toads chew their way out of his body. The hordes of toads spill onto the floor, where they begin advancing towards the closest source of food. Roll for initiative.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Again, everybody or just the people that's over in 1-9?
I think this is just going to be Dave and Brian at the moment, but this is. I think this is going to quickly become everybody's problem.
As it just spreads each round, it grows.
Yeah, it's a 20 by 20 foot square of fucking flesh-eating toads.
A lot of flesh-eating toads that come out of one medium-sized creature. He must have been in a large amount of pain.
Yeah, I think you are correct. All right, what did you get for your initiative roll there?
17.
That's 3.
Oh no!
Not doing so hot on the initiative roll.
All right. Okay. Well, go ahead, Dave. What do you do?
I'm gonna turn and run.
Great. I
And
imagine
Yoshimi
running,
will
screaming,
also
the
head
toads,
for
the
the
toads.
door. Yoshimi is heading for the door as well. Past turn.
Great. This remember when I sent you guys the video of the swarming toads yesterday?
Yeah.
That's these toads just hop forward. How far can they move? Oh no. They surround Jude and Lysander and are trying to devour them. Okay, wait. I only rolled once. That is a 17 to hit.
No, sir.
Neither of them? Okay.
Neither. Yeah.
Yep. All right, Brian, you are up.
Okay. So they're gonna kind of like try and make some distance between them and the toads.
Sure.
Going to try and so like move kind of here, so they're all bunched up in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Jude has a net, so he's gonna try and throw the net over the toads and then light the net on fire with his mace.
Okay. Sounds good. I guess yeah, like make an attack with that net, I guess. I don't know.
All right, let's try. Let's see what happens here.
Yes, sir.
8. Well, wait, let me do my heroic thing. So it's
Sure.
an 8 on the roll, but let me do my
Sure.
D5.
Okay, so
Oh, I got a 5 on mine. So my heroic action was to throw the net.
sure.
So yeah, 5. So it's like 13.
Sure. They have an AC of 14. But what I'll say is that you could the holes in the net are too big, right, for the toads.
Uh-huh.
The toads can hop through it. But you can still light it on fire. We'll just say
Right.
that is the ground is burning, and I'm just gonna roll. We'll roll a d4 to see how much fire damage this does.
Brian, did you also add that +5 to the attack?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
All right. It's good. Good go.
So yeah, it burns a good number of them. 13. It burns about a quarter of the toads are like immediately just shrivel up and die. Yeah. And what does Lysander do?
He yells, "A little help here!" And then he's just like trying to stab toads.
Yeah, roll to attack.
So 11 on his thing. Let me roll my D5.
Sure.
My DD. Yeah, he got a 5 as well.
Okay.
So
That'll
he does
hit.
hit them. And let me see. I think this is a D6 for spear. So 4 plus the 5, so 9 damage.
Sure. Yeah, so you managed to slice through a few of these toads. And there's still a lot of them, but you've reduced their number by a little more than half now. And I think since you're the closest, I guess Dave, what's Oscar doing?
Oscar sees Jude and Lysander fighting these things. He sees that they didn't run, so he's feeling obligated to at least try to help.
Okay.
So I guess Oscar will double back and attack with his polearm.
Sure.
He's gonna try to sweep the ground with his polearm. That'll be my heroic action.
Sure.
I'm only a D4. No, 3 on the defeat. So, or 3. No, 3 means it succeeds. Right?
Yeah.
I still only have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna sweep the ground with his polearm. So, what do you get? Attack in 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah, roll for some
All
damage.
right, 6 on the damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that like that sweeping action, and you just cut up the rest of the toads. And now there's just a 20-foot by 20-foot pile of dead toads.
Oh,
There,
Gross.
covered in blood and gore and grossness.
okay. Do we need to inspect anything else in this room? Are we satisfied? What about 1-7?
Well, I was just gonna say, speaking of 1-7.
Oh, fuck.
We're just gonna
Well, these
maintain.
guys-
We're gonna maintain initiative order from that first fight. So these toads are gonna
Okay.
swoop down, enraged, on those that mess with them, which is unfortunately going to be Dayton and Oscar. It looks like are going to be maybe in trouble. So, well, Oscar I'm sure is going to be fine because he has unlimited fucking.
No, I mean, Lysander and Jude have better ace. I only have 16 because I lost the super magic armor.
Oh,
Yeah, Yoshimi's actually higher, 17. But Lysander and Jude both have higher AC, I think.
well, both 2 of those guys are going to hit you.
Both.
Sorry, I gotta find these toad gloves. There they are. And they're gonna do each 1d4 damage. It's not actually that much in the scheme of things. For a total of 7 points of damage to Oscar.
Oh,
And then these other 4 are gonna go after Dayton here. What's your AC? Ooh. I think they're all gonna hit.
13.
Yeah, I got on the die a 19 to 16 to 17 and a 19. +2, yes.
It's a regression to the mean.
For a total of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. These
Okay.
toad goyles are just biting the shit out of Dayton.
Frog oils.
Great.
All right. Dave.
All right. Well, Oscar's pissed. Keeps getting in these fights. Doesn't want to be here today. And so he's going to attack with his polearm.
Great.
He's gonna swing. He's gonna swing up at whatever thing's attacking him.
Right.
Boop. It'll be a crit.
Oh, nice. Will hit.
Yeah.
What's your crit table?
Well, it's a 20. It's actually a 24. But 20 on the die +4, and then max damage is. Oh yeah, I did my crit table.
Mm-hmm.
D16 crit die.
All right. I have the table pulled up, so roll that D16.
I just tried. I don't think it went through.
Tell me what it is.
Oh, it was a 6 the first time.
6. Strike shatters foe's breastbone. The foe must make a fortitude save. DC 15 plus level, so an 18 fortitude save. Which... Oh, it does succeed. It succeeds on the thing. But you still roll for damage.
9 damage.
Great. Well, its organs don't crush, but it does, in fact, expire.
Let's go. All right.
I'm just going to delete these guys since they're dead. Okay. And what's Yoshimi do?
Yoshimi is going to take out her bow and try to shoot at one of the the guys attacking Gaiden or Dayton.
Sure.
Dayton. Okay.
D, yeah.
Dayton with a D. Oh my god, I had Aiden and Jaden in my class this semester, and I could not stop giggling the whole time because I was just like, oh my god, it's like, you guys have no idea.
Yeah, roll to attack.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's actually the roll 20 is easy if you have one character, but if you're switching back and forth, it's kind of annoying.
So there's a way that I have them both pulled up. I'll share my screen with you when we get a moment. When we take our break, that makes things a lot easier.
Okay. I could just full screen it. I have another window. 7 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay. So Yoshimi is still. She's gonna pull back a little bit. Okay, cool. That's all I got.
Okay. Dustin.
Okay. Well, Dayton's hurting in a bad way. So we're gonna start with him. And he is feeling like he is on the edge of death, backed into a corner, maybe literally. And so he is going to pull out his shredded heart.
Oh.
And I'm assuming the shredded heart only affects one person, right? I have to like.
Depends on what you roll.
So the only thing, shredded heart, artifact that grants the user complete domination over any intelligent creature as a charmed person with a plus 15 to spell check. So, so what do I roll?
So you're gonna roll a d6. Well, what level is your thief?
3.
All right. So we're basically just treating this like a spell scroll.
Oh, okay. I got that. Then that's it's a D14. So I will roll it, and I get a plus 30 to this roll because I get the check is a 15.
Right.
Then I get plus 15. So
you roll a D14 plus 15.
Yeah. So damn. I rolled a 4. Then I get a plus 15.
So a single target must make a will save or fall under the caster's complete control as if it were a friend.
Okay. So the 19?
Yep. Wait, 4 plus. Oh no, you're right. Single target. Yes, and then it's for a certain amount of time. So I'm going to make a will save against a 19 for one of these guys. And he's going to fail. And it will... I think its intelligence is... I have no idea what its intelligence is. But it's pretty much under your control for probably the next month.
And then we decided when I do it, I am going to roll under... minor, major, or greater corruption.
Sure.
So which of those?
Let's just stick with minor. Let's, Well, why don't we actually? What was the original roll that you got? A 4?
Yeah.
Why don't we base it on that original roll? Why don't we call that
a major?
A major corruption. Yeah, it's more fun anyway, right?
Okay. And then
let's find the corruption tables real quick.
And do you want like a fumble dice? Like whatever my fumble dice is and roll on it? It's
sure.
a D8. Okay.
Well, I think that there's a roll is a 1d10 minus the spell's level plus the luck modifier.
Okay.
So d10 minus 1 plus luck.
So 1. So just a straight D10.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go, baby. That is a 7. Do you have it pulled up, or do you want me to tell you what it is?
I have it pulled up. Also, though, I think yeah, no, we'll stick with major. Roll a d3.
D3.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And that is a 5, so that would make that a 3.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Well, okay. You guys watch as he pulls this heart out from his pack and dominates this creature. And as he's dominating the creature, his legs grow fur and cloven hooves, and you're now a fawn, satyr.
Okay. Yeah, satyr.
You
Yeah.
got goat legs.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so easy go.
You know what? Honestly, it could be worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
Let me
maybe
tell
you're
you-
faster now. Yeah, our goat's fast.
I don't think so. Maybe you can. We'll say that you can jump. I don't know what the rules for jumping in
Goat's
this game
kick
are.
is really good. You can kick.
Oh, maybe you could be good at like climbing like what appear to be sheer surfaces.
Okay.
You know, because like goats are good at mountain climbing. Not like
Sure.
fully sheer, but like, you know.
I will add it too because I'm a thief, so I already get climb sheer surfaces. I get a +8, so
Ooh.
Wow, you can just climb buildings, dude.
so you want like
We'll
you want
throw
a
another-
D, I get a +D3 to that.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Off the table. That's a 5, so it's a 3. Okay, so I get 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Hilarious.
Fantastic.
Okay, and you have one of these things under your control.
You can decide when it comes to them. They're just gonna attack one of the other people. So
Sure, sounds good.
and then I will try to get away because is there attack of opportunities?
There are, but we haven't been using them, so we're gonna say no.
Okay, then I am running the fuck out of there, and then we'll just end by doing a hide. Yeah.
You cannot use your heart and run and hide all in the same time.
So, well, that is what I am going. I am running and trying to hide.
Sure.
That is what I am trying to do. So,
You can be behind cover, right?
yeah. So that's I'm dipping behind like a the cover.
Yeah.
So you can go from there.
Sure. Caden.
Caden. All right. Whew. Not bad. I only had 5 HP left on Dayton, so that's what I was like. Okay. Well, he or she, I don't really remember what the gender was, but is going to. Let me go back into spells. We're going to try a spell. And. Okay, we are going to come up now. What is the speed? Hold on. 5,
Your speed should be
15, 20, yeah, 25, 30. Okay, so I'm going to come up 30, and I am going to look at the spell really quick. Okay, I'm going to try Holy Sanctuary to create a aura of protection around myself, and
Sure.
if I roll high enough, other people that would become around me.
Sure.
So we are going to attempt that.
Sure.
Okay. And oh no. So
Is that disapproval?
well, okay, so if disapproval, what you get on the dice doesn't count for modifiers, correct? Or does it count with
no,
modifiers?
No, it does not count modifiers. So
It's just on the dice?
Yep, because your spell is a 1 or a 2, so basically a 2 is a critical fail. For
Yeah.
purposes.
Well, I am at 4 and I rolled a 4.
Oh,
So I am right at 4. So
roll 44.
4d4. Okay. We're just going to do it here. Okay, /R, 4d4. 11.
Minus, what is your luck modifier?
Okay. I think it's 1. I'm double checking. It is 1.
Great. How many level 1 spells do you have?
I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. What is 5?
Okay. Roll 1d5.
3.
Whatever that your third spell is, you can no longer cast for the rest of the day.
You know, honestly, it's Holy Sanctuary, so that makes sense.
Okay.
That was the one that I flubbed on. So I will take, and then it resets, right?
Sure. That sounds right.
Okay. All right. Well, that is gone, and I will reset my. I've taken the spanking, and now I will reduce it back to 1 again. All right. Well, that's the old turn.
Brandon.
That's me.
Yay.
So we're gonna have Kronk.
Sure.
Kronk is gonna move, I don't know, 25? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Kronk's gonna move to here.
Okay.
And that's gonna be it for him.
Okay.
Skis is gonna come in between the pews and use the back of the pew. You're on mute, Dave. I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear you.
If you're next to Yoshimi, can she hand you her longbow and you want to take a shot?
The dwarf will scoff at the longbow and be like, "That's an elf weapon."
Okay.
He's got his sword and shield.
Okay.
Skis, however, is going to use his blowgun on this one. And you would say that I was hidden before this attack?
Yep, I will say that is a backstab attack.
Okay. Holy shit. Oh shit.
Did you crit fail?
No, it's a 3 on the dice, so it's still not a crit fail, but
okay.
It's a 12 total with the +9 for the backstab attack. That's still not gonna hit.
No, it is not gonna hit, unfortunately.
And then Skis, as a minor action, will feel shame as he just kind of withdraws his blowgun behind the pew and curls up in the fetal position on the floor. And that's Skis' turn.
Damn, that sucks.
Yep.
All right, Brian. Jude and Lysander have had plenty of opportunities to observe how this fight is going.
Save us. Save us.
Lysander's going to grab Jude's grapple hook, and Jude is going to move over and engage this guy, trying to hit him or smash him with his flaming mace.
Okay.
Let's roll a d5. He gets a 4 on that, so his mighty deed succeeds.
Sure.
With smashing action, and then let's roll a d20 for the hit. And then Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right. I should have closed the crit table too quickly. Roll for a crit.
Crit die at level 3 is 1d16.
Okay, yeah. Roll the d16. Let's see what happens.
11.
Strike reduces face to a formless mass of flesh and bone fragments. Inflict plus 2d12 damage with this strike. So roll your damage plus 2d12.
Should I do that, or should we just roll the base dead? Because it's going to hit pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have 10 HP, so unless you get like some bad rolls. Let's roll it up. Let's just see what happens. Let's make sure.
So I got a 6 on that for damage, plus the 5. So that's 11. So yeah, they're dead.
Okay, yeah. And these things, this guy explodes in a fragment of flaming stone, which just sprays across the temple. Love it. All right, Lysander.
Lysander's gonna move here. Are these pews stone or wood?
That's a great question. I believe that they're rough-hewn and mouldering pews. Yes, they are wood. Wooden pews.
Okay, so this one nearest Lysander's kind of cracked in the middle, so it's like in half. He uses the grappling hook, and he's gonna try and throw this wooden pew at the gargoyle that's up here in the upper right.
Sure, yeah. Sure, roll it. Roll the mighty deed and then roll to attack.
So 4, so that succeeds.
Yep.
17.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit. Roll I don't know. That's cool. Let's roll it like a D10 maybe.
Okay, yeah, so that guy gets exploded as well.
That's awesome. So you guys watch as Lysander like hooks this pew with his grappling hook, swings it over his head, and just throws it at this gargoyle and just smashes into it and crushes it in pieces.
This way.
It's pretty fucking epic. All right, the toad goyles are up. And seeing the threat, they are going to definitely have to make some moves over here. So we'll start with him. He's going to attempt to bite one of the other gargoyles. Oh, that's not a D20 at all. That's like a D7. Dustin, your toad goyle is going to critical hit that guy. Let me find my monster crit tables. Three damage, 1 damage, and it's holding down this other creature on the ground.
Nice.
So
a little stone on stone action. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. All right. This one is
Down
going
to 3 bodies here.
Oscar. That is a non-natural 20 to hit.
Hits.
It's going to do 1 damage.
Taking
And then one of these guys is going to attack Lysander and miss. The other one is going to spit some slimy liquid at Oscar and also miss. Or Jude miss. That is that. So, Dave.
All right. Oscar still pissed, but no mighty deed this time, just 2. So he is going to try to take a big poke with the polearm at the one who just attacked him. So, get the bonuses. 18 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Let's go. Only 2 damage though.
Yeah, the mace or the polearm does not penetrate very deep into the stone gargoyle at all. You did notice that the bludgeoning attack of that mace seemed pretty effective. Yoshimi.
Yoshimi also, I don't think has anything bludgeoning. Nope. Shooting with a bow. 23 to hit.
Is that a natural 20?
Yep, it was a crit. Yep.
It was a crit?
All right.
Yep.
Nice.
Crit die. D8.
All right. I have the table pulled up.
Crit table 2.
Got it. Roll for it.
4.
Blow to the chest staggers foe. You can make an immediate free attack. So make another attack roll.
All right. So Yoshimi, 1 arrow, sees it going, does not even move the bow, and pulls out another arrow. So he's going to take the exact same shot. Ranged attack. 16 to hit.
That'll also hit. So
Right,
roll
4
2
damage.
hits.
Okay, so the first one is 4. But I have to roll the second one manually. Oh, no, it was 3 damage, so 7 total. So 3 on the first one, 4 on the second one.
Yeah, it's a great shot, 2 hits, but both of the arrows kind of like bounce off of the stone. Not doing as much damage as you'd expect. All right, Dustin, you're muted.
There we go. Just trying to find the unmute. Hell yeah, brother. Let's do this. So, dating, not feeling great. Which, can you ping the one that is under my control? Okay, fantastic. So the one that's just across the aisle from me, I am going to sneak up behind it, and we're gonna try it. And if I die, I die. You know what? All good. I'm gonna sneak up behind this one. Oops. Come on, behind it to backstab it. Okay. And we're gonna hit it with my blackjack.
Sure. Let's roll just like a little sneak check there.
Okay.
Call that a I don't know, a dexterity and agility roll.
I have one that's sneak silently.
Oh, great.
16.
Great. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Fantastic. And then we are going to 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, and it crits. So
Correct.
I'll roll that up. So it's 5 damage with the blackjack.
Sure.
And 4 on table 2.
You make an immediate free attack.
Okay. We're doing the same thing with the old blackjack there.
We're not going to call this a backstab, I think.
Oh,
I
of course, when I get a 26. Okay. Well, me.
I feel like the first one can be a surprise, but the second one cannot be.
Okay, 18.
That still hits, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. With 5 damage on that second one there.
Sure. And I believe it is knocked out, but I don't really know how you knock out a stone statue. But we'll call it knocked out. We'll leave it at that. You can decide what you want to do about it with it knocked out. Okay.
Caden. And Caden, stealing punished, but otherwise okay.
Oh, I also I texted you. Disapproval does not go away until the following day or until you make sacrifices.
Oh.
So you're still at a 4 disapproval.
Okay.
So worse consequences could come.
Okay. That's right. I have to sacrifice.
Sacrifice treasure.
Yeah. Or
just
convert.
wait a day.
Or what?
Or just wait a day.
Yeah. Well, I'm always here to convert. And so we are going to do those. We established that those pews are wood.
Yep.
So I am going to use wood wording.
Ooh.
And I am going to warp to bind both of those to make them immobile.
Sure, you can certainly try.
Fantastic. I love that for me. Okay, I rolled a 16.
Sure.
The cleric causes a wooden object 10 squares or smaller to bend and warp, destroying its functionality. Doors become jammed, wheels warp, things like that. So it looks like I'm warping. And it's 10 squares. Or smaller, that bench on there. So both of them are mobilized. I realize the other one's already knocked out.
Yep.
But at least that other one is warped and immobilized that it cannot move.
I feel like that is a lot for that. I don't think I can. I don't think I'll allow that.
Okay.
Because it says doors become jammed in their frames is very different than
You are the judge. So whatever you say, I'm down with. That was my attempt. If that's not what happened, good to go.
Yeah, I think it. I think it bends the wood, just kind of splinters it and cracks it. So this wood is like you can't sit on it. I think you would need a lot higher to really do that.
Okay. That's the turn.
All right. Brandon.
Gronk's gonna make it to there. He's going. He might get there by the time the battle's done. Skis is gonna poke his head up from the fetal position behind this thing, load another dart in there, and blow it at this guy right here.
Sure.
And did I just hear you inform Dustin thusly that it is not wrapped up in the wood?
It is not wrapped up in the wood. No.
Correct. So there's no like AC penalties for shooting at it?
No, it is flying.
Okay. Alright. Gonna use that blow dart gun. Fuck's sake. It's better. It's a non-nat 20.
That will hit.
Fuck me.
What do we got?
I min-rolled on the damage, so it's gonna be 5.
Okay. Again, the darts don't really penetrate the wood or the stone of these creatures.
Yep. So Skis is gonna lay down on the floor and maybe army crawl just back to here a little bit and stay out of sight, out of mind, because he's not super helpful.
Okay.
That's it. On turn.
Brian.
So, having dispatched that other gargoyle, Lysander was going to do a little flourish on the roll here. Oh, 2. So he does not succeed. That still gets added. He's going to try and grab this gargoyle here on the shoe.
Sure.
With the grapple hook and slam him into the gargoyle nearest.
Okay. Sure.
3. Let's not do that. But regardless, Jude is going to take his mace and attempt to dispatch this nearest gargoyle.
Sure.
It's a 3. Does 3 succeed?
Yes.
Is it 3, 4, 5? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So he's just going to do like an overhead swing down onto this thing.
Sure.
Like a 10, I guess, to hit?
10 will not hit.
Okay, so you just kind of smash you next to it, I suppose.
Okay.
And that's the turn.
All right. Toad things are up. So this first one that is under control of Dayton is going to attack and not successfully hit this other one. This other one's going to come prone, get up, escape from the prone condition, give it half movement. I don't know how to take that thing off. Okay. Move towards Oscar. Actually, not going to move. Just going to stay where it is and make a. Actually, it's going to be at Jude because Jude fucked up what they saw it. So, okay, it is going to critical fail. 1. Oh, it just sprays some slime in a random direction. This other one's going to try to do the same thing at Lysander. 17 plus 3 is a 20. I think that will hit.
No, actually, that will not hit. He has AC 21.
No fucking way. All right. This other one, seeing Caden, is going to move towards Caden and is going to try to spit some of its juice at Caden, which is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Yep. Make a fortitude save.
Okay. 4.
You're going to take 2 points of damage.
Oh, wait. 5? I get a +1 to my save, so
Still,
shove it up here. Yeah.
a gout of thick mucus-like swamp water at targets. Those struck by the water torrent must make a DC 8 fort save or begin choking on the mucky fluid. Choking victims take 1d4 points of damage each round and can perform no action other than attempt to clear their lungs. They also suffer a -2 to AC. Choking targets are allowed another DC 8 fortitude save each round to clear the airways of water. So you're choking on disgusting swamp water and taking 2 points of damage.
So I took 2 points of damage this round as well?
This round you're taking 2, and then the next round you can make another attempt to save.
At the end of my turn or the start of my turn?
Well,
like
it's the
before
only
or
thing.
after?
It's the only thing you can do. Those struck by
So-
the water torrent
Do I do that before or after I take the damage next round?
before.
Okay, fantastic. So I may only lose 2. Okay, good to go.
That is those guys. Dave.
All right. So Yoshimi's been trying to avoid taking more spell burn. Patron. But I'm going to shoot a magic missile.
All right.
So
Are you going to burn spell burn before you fire the magic missile, or are you just
I'm not going to spell burn.
Okay.
Just going to see what happens.
All right, roll it up.
19.
All right.
All right. So on magic missile, a 19. Caster throws 1d4 missiles that deal damage equal to 1d4 plus caster levels.
All
All
right.
missiles must be aimed at a single target to which the caster has line of sight. Missiles never miss.
Okay.
All right, so I got to shoot them all at the same target, unfortunately. So, who's the unlucky motherfucker? I guess I'll pick the furthest one away, the one hovering above Oscar,
Okay.
and I'll shoot 1d4 missiles. So I'll roll the
Sure.
d4.
Sure.
4,
Okay.
and they do 1d4 each.
Okay.
Right? Is that what you just said?
Yep.
1d4 plus caster level. Oh, okay.
Yep.
My caster level is the level of the spell or my level?
Your level.
This is your level.
Okay, so it's level 2.
Okay.
They do 3 each. So 12.
So 5?
12.
No,
Oh,
3 damage each, 4 missiles.
So 12 damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Magic.
You explode this thing
Sweet.
near Oscar into shards of as the magical energy tears through it. Very cool.
Nope. All right, and then Oscar is, I guess, free to attack somebody else. And he'll move over here and attack this flying guy here.
Sure.
See how heroic he's feeling. Not heroic, so he will just regular attack with the pole arm. Crit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Wow, we're rolling pretty good.
Crit days.
So
D16?
D16 coming up. You got yourself a 15.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Roll for damage.
Okay. 11 damage.
Well, it would cower on the floor in fear, but you finally
It's
find
dead.
the weak point in the stone and just shove the polearm through this creature, and it just collapses on the ground with a big old gaping hole.
Fantastic.
All right. So there's 2 left. One is controlled by Dayton for a month, apparently. And the other spits some stuff at Caden. Dustin.
Okay. Great. So yeah, the only thing I can do is do that fortitude save.
Sure. Against the
But
beat.
I believe I can also cast healing on myself to end a condition.
Sure.
So let me just.
Which is a better option?
I think it's overall a better option for me to lay on hands.
Making a spell check.
So it's broken limb, or this would be organ damage, right? Because it's lungs.
Sure. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So I need.
The 12.
I need. Yeah. I need
12 or better on the spell check, or an 8 fortitude save.
Yeah, and I only get a +2 to my fortitude save, so that's what I think it'd be better for me to do that. So let me. And I rolled a 6, and I get a +6. So there you go.
There you go.
That is exactly a 12.
Call on Justicia to clear the sludge from your throat.
Yeah.
What does Dayton do?
Yeah. Well, the guy hasn't turned around. Oh no, he's unconscious. That would be why.
That's right.
Let's see. I don't think. I think I want to go run and hide.
Okay.
So I'm going to come over here, and we are going to hide.
Hey, yeah, make a hide check. I'm sure you'll succeed.
Hide in shadows?
Yeah.
21.
Okay. Very hidden.
That
Everyone's like, wait, where did Dayton go?
Yeah. I just sneaked over, and I was like, I'm not doing well.
All right, Brandon.
I think he's there. Do we want to take a quick 5?
What? Let's try to finish this combat. We're very close.
Just go to Brian and have Brandon go when he gets back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Brian, you're up.
Alrighty. So Lysander's going to basically try the same thing, summon these gargoyles into each other while they are close together. So Mighty B, 3, succeeds.
Yep.
Attack, 20, 15, so that's an 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. And we're rolling for damage dice.
We'll just scream again.
Let's roll a D10. That feels. Yeah.
Okay.
Or why don't we
6
just.
plus 3, so 9.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going to slam this creature into the unconscious creature?
Yeah, sure.
And they're just both going to explode into stone and dust. And they're all dead.
Yeah.
Yay!
Great job, guys. We're having a bit of a meltdown situation, so I'm actually going to log off. It was great to see you guys.
Sure.
Just let me know what I missed. I'll chat with you guys, and you can let me know what I missed. But
Sure.
it was good to see you. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Call it.
All right, bye.
All right, good luck.
Sounds good. Later, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to call it. I guess that's the question. Is there anything you want to do? You have a Dustin
You
has
just explore the rest of the room or whatever.
Sure. Well, so Dustin, you have kind of this gargoyle following Dayton around.
How intelligent does this gargoyle speak at all?
That is a great question. I was wondering that. I do not think it speaks common. Probably speaks frog, if anything, or toad.
I will attempt to command it to return to its guardian post.
Okay. I think you can do that. Since it thinks that you're its friend. Yeah. Well, that's what it'll do. It'll just kind of fly back and settle into one of these alcoves.
This section over here in 7-1, is this an altar?
Let me see. All right. 1-7. There's two things, right? One is that there is right in front of you, there's the statue which you found, and a simple stone altar here in faded green. Before the offering block is a 10-foot diameter circular depression set in the floor for an uncertain purpose.
I am going to. Can I look and see if there's any oils in this room?
You can. There are not.
Hmm.
On the altar is a bronze triptych, so like a three picture thing, and it depicts 3 images. One is a great winged toad in the center, and we're just going to say that you've seen this whole thing, so we will reveal this giant toad statue. So in the center is a winged toad that's a replica of the idol beyond. On the left is a titanic toad with fangs and claws, its mouth choked with the masticated bodies of humanoids. And on the right is a fat, ebony-hued toad whose entire body is covered by nauseating tadpoles in mimicry of newborns nursing. Black, viscous slime oozes from the toad's mouth in mucus-like ropes.
Okay.
And in front of you, the idol is a 5-foot-high, 20-foot diameter raised dais. Atop the dais squats a great stone idol in the form of a 20-foot-tall, warty toad. The toad bears vestigial bat-like wings from its back, and a series of dangling barbels, like those of a catfish, hang from its lower lip. The idol has 4 eyes, a pair of each residing on either side of its head. The eyes glint dimly in the gloom, hinting that they are fashioned of a crystalline substance.
Okay, I don't want to do too much without Brandon, but okay, you know what? I think I'm going to write down what I want to do for next time, because I want to see if is there a way that I can destroy this statue in a sacrifice, defile the statue in sacrifice of my god.
Sure.
So I'm gonna write it down, and then I'm fine with picking that up, because maybe Jude will help me. I'm not as strong. My faith is stronger than my arm, but Jude has arms just as strong as his faith. So
sure.
So yes, that is what I would like to do next time. And if we can find oils, then I would sacrifice wealth to reduce my my deity.
Sure.
So I would just put next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dave, is there any last things your characters want to do?
No, I was just appealing because Yoshimi's still down like 16 points of stats from various spell burns and corruptions. That was appealing to see if I could get a couple of those points back.
No, not until you take some long rests. And Brian, any last things?
Well, I guess Jude helps with the statue or do whatever, and then Lysander just takes his seat, kind of stretches his arms over the back with one of the broken pews, and says, "God, I hate fucking trips." That's about it.
All right. We will come back to the statue stuff next time on Dungeon Crawl.
All right.
Woo!